I've never done the image thing before. Like I've never put the image on the screen and talked about it. It seems to be flickering, so that's kind of weird, but not really sure why it's doing that, but you know, a lot of people have like intros like this, so hello. I can't really make sure that this is working, but I think I'll check the levels once I start playing. Hi. I'm just gonna wait for more people to come in. It should just be another couple minutes. Sorry for the flickering. I don't know why the image is flickering. I've never done the like putting an image up thing before, so maybe I just have to change some setting, but I'll make sure I'll have the levels right too. Just let me know if I'm too quiet or something once I actually start playing the game. I'm totally being egomaniacal and playing my own music here. It kind of fits though. I feel like it fits pretty well. Also, like, the thing with music and Twitch is everything is fucking copyrighted, so it's hard to figure out what to actually play anyway. So your own music is this pretty safe bet, I feel like. Thank you for the compliment, Base God fam. I actually have a release that's coming out soon. I don't want to play that because that track I haven't posted that track anywhere. On a record label, and that's all I'll say about that. But somebody is going to release something of mine. I don't know exactly when, but it's going to happen. But yeah, actually, musician is the primary thing that I do. Or at least it's been the primary thing that I've done for a long time, so. Hello. I might turn that down. Well, I'm gonna check the levels here. I'll let the music play. For a sec. Oh. Okay. Now I'll check the levels here. For a sec. Okay. I could probably turn myself down a little bit. Let's do that. Way about there. I'll turn that down. Okay. Well, let me know if anything is too loud, but I'll just go ahead and start here. I should move things so that I can actually see. Okay, there we go. I have a very bizarre setup that I'm glad that none of you can see. I love not using the webcam personally, but I know that kind of thing probably gets you more viewers, but I like the idea that I continually do things the way that you're not supposed to do them and still have people who watch things that I do, so I don't know. I don't care enough to be a good, like streamer, entrepreneur, social media person, etc. So anyway, without further ado, let's get going. It says there's 8 people watching. I'll just have to trust that. Where is the window? Cool. So we were on map 6, and I'm playing alt. And there's a, and this is a Fatboy Slim MIDI, so just so you know. Right here, right now, right here, right now, right here, right now, right here, right now. It actually kind of fits this map really well. So I did a video about this map a while back for my Doom mixtape thing. So you can see this is the area that I was actually in map 4. So map 5 ended in a train yard. So I went in the train car, and that was the last thing that I did. And now I've exited the train yard, and I'm here. And not only that, but I see this space that was at the end of map 4, where all these guys blew up. That when I was streaming didn't really show up because I don't know, scripting in Doom. Doom really doesn't have like much scripting to speak of unless you have like unless you're using ZDoom, which this doesn't. I love this lift here. That's a door. And yeah, so this looks like a pretty standard Doom map, except it has some kind of like let's not waste ammo here. It has some, you know, cracks, things are falling apart. It's kind of like a cathedral. Like a lot of this level is very, what is it called? Sanctuary. So yeah, that gives you a sense of what's happening. What is it with 90s games and trains? I don't know. People like their trains. And this pit is where I need to go. And I should not be standing on that lost soul. Or it's not, I don't remember. No, it is. What? Oh, I can't go back. Whoa, that's kind of weird. Never mind that. That guy never seemed to stop moving. But yeah, this map starts out just looking like, you know, your average modern Doom map. And this area at the top here seems like, you know, it seems like most of the map is going to be like this, but not really. So I hit this switch, which opens this up. The name of the author for this map is named Nomad, by the way. I don't really know what else they've done outside of this and the next map. But I really like this map. It kind of grew on me. Azamil is really the star of this whole set. But I think it's where things start to get a little bit more abstract and weird, and I guess like the city levels were already pretty abstract and weird, but they were in this like, you know, more industrial setting. Not anything like too surreal has happened, just like, yeah, just like some weird stuff. But this is when things start to get more explicitly like quote-unquote hellish and surreal. It starts off like a city map here, but this area doesn't really, this map is designed the way that I used to design maps, which is like, you have one cool thing, well, one hopefully cool thing. It's the way that I used to aspire to design maps. You have one cool thing, and then another cool thing, and then another cool thing. And they're kind of unpredictable. They're not necessarily related to each other. These doors are very reminiscent of doors in map 3 also, so it feels connected. In general, map 3 was the city map, so... right here, right now, right here, right now. The music video for this Fatboy Slim song is kind of funny. Very 90s. Oh, what? Oh, dear. What did I get hit by? Was that just a imp fireball? I like this this little switch area. Yeah, my Doom mixtape video for this map, I think I got bored halfway through and started ranting about indie games and game design and stuff. So if you're curious, definitely check that video out. It's on my YouTube channel, which I will upload this to. More switches that we cannot... Oh, I'm glad that I noticed this guy. More switches that we cannot turn on. Alright, there's no better time for a rocket launcher. Arguably no better time anyway. So the whole thing with alt, as I was talking about last time, is there's a narrative. And it takes a long time to develop because alt is a full megawatt, which means it's 32 levels, you know, the usual Doom community megawatt. But this one has a story. Again, kind of unusual, but not incredibly unusual. What's unusual about this is that the story kind of actually holds together pretty well across like multiple authors. Alright, so I think we opened up something over here. Oh, god damn it. That was stupid. Oh. Oh, crap. I forgot to save after fighting these guys. These guys are just waste. Like, I don't know. Some other Doom streamers, like Tarnsman and Alfonso and some other people on the Doom World forums really hate the Barons, and honestly I feel like I have to agree with them on that. Like, the Barons were really made to be like either boss or mini boss enemies in the original Doom, and a lot of people end up using them as just normal enemies, and they're just kind of damage sponges. They don't really do much. This is funny. You have to like run back out and exit in order to activate the switch. There's a lot of screwy like switch activation in this whole set. Sorry, I'm just looking at the number of viewers. Okay, cool. We've been getting any drop frame? Oh, some drop frames, but not too bad. I should probably exit a bunch of windows. Nice. All right. So yeah, once we're done with this area, outside of a few secrets at the beginning, we're kind of done with it. We don't really come back here. And that's honestly fine, because this area, I mean, there's some nice details, right? Like, this tree is pretty cool. There's different angles for the sprite. Like, it's not just a normal rotating sprite. I don't know if this is a line def. It might be a line, like a little line def. I don't know. I don't know how they did those trees, but that's a nice tree. This details looks kind of cool. It does look like an actual tower, but other than that, I don't know. The switch room is nice. I like they often use this pipe texture as a lift, and I actually really like that. So we're gonna go in this. Wait, maybe we need to go here. Okay. More doors that you can't open. I talked about that the last time. Oh, that's a waste. See if we can hit these faraway chain gunners. Nope, they're just gonna hit us. Oh, god damn it. This is the worst. This is why auto aim is useful. But I'm a heathen and don't use that, so. Hi, planarian folk. So I like using this as windows is kind of neat. People are always very inventive about what they use these textures for. But I like how you come up the stairs and you immediately see this window here. I mean, this kind of window has been done a lot of times before, but the way that it peeks out into this area is really nice, and the fact that you see the key on the lift right there is cool. So this is the first area in this level that I'm like, yeah, this is nice right here. And there's some interesting secrets here too. Right here, for example. Oh, wrong way. Damn it. Okay, well, I guess I'm fighting these guys first. Oh, or dying. Yeah, guess I'm dying to those guys. Oh, hi, Klaufer. We are IRL friends. Hopefully next time I go to your house, there'll be power. But the weather has gotten kind of warmer. Yeah, I went to hang out with planarian folk, Klaufer. And there was a huge ice storm, and the power was out, and I ended up staying over there when the power was out. And it was weird. It was kind of cool, but also pretty frustrating. Whoa. Oh my god, that was some good movement. It's hard to stop in the air. It is so freaking hard. Okay, now this is gonna be a bitch of a secret to get, so. I could even do this. Let's save here. Yes! Okay. Oh my god. I've never done that right like that. Like, you know, without screwing up at least once or twice. Wow, that was really good. I made that look easy, but it is not. More like key doors that are not any doors. There are like a whole theme, like you could write just about all the doors in this whole Megawad that do nothing. that seem like they do something, or the way that like doors that seem like they're assigned. Like in map 5, there was a blue key door that you didn't need the blue key to open, but it made it very clear that it expected you to open it with a blue key, but it was weird. It was like labeled, the whole hallway was blue, and yet you did not need the blue key to open it. Normally, I talk about Robert Yang a lot because he's a good point of comparison. I've also worked with him, but he's been doing his level design commentaries about Half-Life 1, which I linked last time. I can link again. But he'll straight up say, like, okay, this is bad design, right? I don't really... I like this view, by the way. Let's screenshot this. I gotta get the good view here. Yeah, that'll be the YouTube thumbnail right there. So, this is all just for the secret. But I like the secret. There are a lot of, like, interesting interlocking secrets. This gave us the rocket launcher, which I already have, but, you know, if you're playing it on pistol start... I don't really know if this was intended to be played for pistol start. And now these guys are all up here. I don't really care about them, though. They can go F themselves. Oh, there's one up here, too. I guess I really unleashed the hell spawn. Alright, let's fight these dumbos. Good thing these guys suck at approaching me, because I would be very concerned otherwise. They would definitely have trapped me in that corner. Some nice shadows. I mean, you can sort of tell that this is by a different author than the first 5, but it seems very, like, related to the previous maps, so... Might as well get that and this, and then what we're gonna do, and I like this. This is kind of clever because there isn't normally a lift to get back up here, or there isn't a lift to get back up there. So what you have to do is jump down here and then run along this, and this is a little staircase right here, if I can actually reach it. Air movement in Doom is always really screwy, and I appreciate their inventiveness. It never quite works right, but you know, this isn't... I don't care about commercial shit. I don't care about doing, you know, shit the right way. I don't care about promoting myself the right way. Like, I'm not a you know, I don't see myself as being ultra professional person. Okay, I jumped there because that was being annoying. But, so I like things that are ambitious, that have interesting ideas, but maybe don't completely execute on it. Okay, this is actually how to get up here, so I don't have to jump down. If I wanted to fight these guys up here, I could. I don't care, though. This door you just can't open. So now we see the section of the map that we'll be coming to, and there's a continuity here with that pillar right there. We saw that kind of pillar earlier. We just lowered it to get the key, so has some significance. So we're gonna move that down, because normally that's blocking this hallway that is further. Normally you would go further, you would proceed, and then you'd find that pillar and you'd have to come back over here and backtrack, so. But this is a pretty standard looking outdoor area, but because there haven't been any real areas that are, you know, have quote unquote vegetation, which is just these weird tree sprites, you know, it seems different. It's a good contrast. And, you know, this is the door that won't open right there. And you can see that we're going into the more natural areas because this texture is being used here. I'm probably not going to come back there, so I'll pick that up. So we're done with this area. There's no reason to come back here. Which is good, because the second half of the map is the better half. I mean, it starts to get cool here. There's some cool piping on the ceiling right here. This is probably the coolest room at the beginning of the map. But now it's going to get really cool. So we have this tech hallway that is really unlike anything else that we've been through. And the guts pillar was right here. Normally that would be blocking off. So now we're here, and we were up there before. So it opens up a little bit. I just really like the progression in this map, and it's really it's put at the exact right point in the set. There's a lot of kind of weird, cool ideas in the first 5 maps that are kind of off, but you don't really get, you know, what this whole thing is on about until around this map. All these pig demons are fenced off here, pinkies. Oh, the mud does not hurt you. Okay. How do I actually get up? Oh, that would be horrible if this was like you get trapped here. It might actually be. Wow, that's... well, good thing I have jump turned on. So we see this switch here. That's probably what we want to hit. So I love all these like little chunky rocks here blocking off the passageway, and the guts is sort of, that's blocking off your way forward. That's kind of like there's a lot of reference to there's actually a level titled, which is called Brain. It's the word for brain in German. That's like supposed to be your brain. So like the guts, the organic part, is kind of, this is hinting that there's, you know, there's something going on with that. So maybe something, you know, you've repressed and don't want to deal with. It seems like, it might seem silly to say that, but you'll see. You will. Oh, will you see? If I can actually find my way up. This part is a little reminiscent of map 20, also, of this set. We'll see later. So we need to lower that pillar over there. So we shall go over here. Jump across this little gap. And I like that there's one rocket sitting here. These guys don't activate when you hit the switch, they activate right before, which is kind of Actually kind of a neat little trick, I feel like. It catches you off guard. Normally you just run up and hit the switch, but if you're like me, you'd be like, oh, is there something behind that? I'm gonna pick up this med kit that's back here. Adamine says, I think there's a lot of valid readings for what's going on in alts, and I think all of them have some validity. That's part of the Silent Hill connection, I see. Bloodborne and the Soul series is also good at that. Yeah, I can see that. It is weird because, you know, I made this thread when I rejoined Doom World, because I used to follow Doom mods and lurked on Doom World for a long time, since like probably about 1999 or 2000. What was I gonna say? So this still hasn't gone down. I need to go up the. But I rejoined in 2012, and I was like, what are some kind of weird, unconventional, abstract Doom mods? Because I wasn't as interested in that when I was younger, but I became a lot more interested in the kind of strange and artsy side, and I wanted to like rediscover that. And someone posted like, oh, this thing that came out this year is actually pretty weird, like it seems kind of inconsistent or whatever. So I warped around and I was like, wow, there's a lot of ideas in this. I don't know if it's like any good. And I didn't really think anything about it, or I didn't think too much about it anyway. That thing that blew up is, I guess, that pillar that just went down. Oh, okay, no, it's these guys. There are like a lot of mysterious exploding barrel triggered traps that happen when you hit switches in this that are supposed to be like kind of triggered events. They're like hacked together because you can't really do triggered events in Doom. Like that one that didn't work on level 4. At the end of level 4. So now this thing has gone down, and now we get to go to my favorite part. Oh, I can use both. So we're gonna save these invulnerabilities because I'm actually gonna need at least one of them later. So now things have gotten much more abstract here, as you can see. This was like my preview image for the Doom mixtape video that I did, so I won't use that again, but things have started to get weird. And you could see the texture repeating. It just is how it is. It's a little silly, but there isn't really anything you can do about that. At least not in like default boom engine. So we want to save this too. If I'm good, I won't really need all these health pickups, but if I'm not, I will. I will. There isn't really good places for cover, so I don't actually need to fight these guys right away. I can just do this. So you think walking back through the teleporter, that's just going to send you back, right? No. It sends you to this other weird area that there's like barely any enemies here. It's just dark. And this will be like echoed later on in map 11 called Recall, where you go to all these different areas. But here it looks like a more ostensibly realistic environment, like it's something, I don't know, there's computers, like... I mean, if the whole story was that your plane was taken over by Nazis, then I don't know why all this future technology would exist, but I digress. Maybe it is like, 21st century Nazis. Fascist Nazis. Donald Trump voting Nazis. Maybe that's who you're actually fighting. More meat. So the guts thing has been a big theme so far, so now we're seeing it more explicitly here. I always love the guts texture. This texture is really good. This texture is my favorite sort of industrial tech texture. These like rusted out panels. The Doom textures are really inconsistent. Like there are some that I really, really love and some that are just like whatever. Like this one is kind of whatever. I don't know if this is a default Doom texture. It might not be, but there are lots that are kind of like whatever, especially some of the Doom 2 textures, like some of the city brick. Doom is just kind of like a... So now I can't go back. This just closed. I'm stuck here. And this is like... I'm in some kind of like weird guts area now. And this will sort of be hinted at again in that brain level. Well, not hinted at, more explicit, made more explicit. But here we're seeing a little glimpse of this fairly early on in the whole set. So this is what I mean about it calling back things multiple times. These organic areas kind of keep coming back, and this is the first time that you're really seeing a lot of this stuff. And I love this hallway here. I could choose to fight these guys, or I could just choose to run past them, and now I'm back here. So now I'm actually gonna need it. I like this floating platform over here, by the way. And this lava doesn't hurt you, it's a little inconsistent. These are nice shadows, though. There is a lot of effort put into the shadows, which I really like. So let's take care of this jerk. Okay, there we go. The archviles are really the most annoying part. I should be able to get everyone else fine. If I don't get chewed up by low-level enemies here. So there's much rocket ammo, which is very nice. I'm gonna need a lot more of it, so why not? So I'm pretty sure this takes you back to this area. Yep. Which we don't need to go there yet. I could get the invulnerability. I don't need that right now. This map is pretty generous with all the bonus items it's giving you. I guess because it's map number 6, and the combat is a little intense. Like, there's gonna be a spider mastermind coming up, and he's really hard to fight without the invulnerability, which I think is the reason why the invulnerability is back there, because it's deliberately hard to get. Like, you have to be very intentionally trying to get it. I should take care of some of these guys, but this is the end area of the map. I can't go down this passageway completely yet. And the spider mastermind isn't here yet, but I can fight this guy at least. What? Yeah, I don't really need to. The spider mastermind actually probably take care of him, so. But yeah, this is a cool area. It's pretty simple actually by, you know, some Doom mod standards, but the shadows are really nice here. Some of these platforms like this are really nice. The fact that it doesn't actually hurt you to wander around in this, I actually do like. Some of the city theme we see here, like having these pillars just randomly pop out here, is kind of cool. Oh, whatever. I'm not gonna bother with him. So we're gonna go on a slightly longer detour now. Not really a detour because we have to go here. So you can't stray too far from the path here. Otherwise it'll teleport you around from what I understand. Like if I try and just go through here. You must follow the path. So I really like this room, and I wanted to say, like, when I made my game Problematic, like, there are a lot of very strange sort of puzzles, and, you know, people would get very confused, and I think the thing that I thought, like, to say to people, you know, to give them advice, to help them sort of figure out what they needed to do and where to go, was just to say, like, have faith. You kind of have to suspend your disbelief and just go with what the map is trying to get you to do. Otherwise, you can't do it. And people aren't normally, you're not normally expecting this kind of thing to be like, no, you have to go down this path. Why, you know, most games don't make you do that kind of, they don't make you think that way, they don't make you do stuff like that, but you kind of have to give some of that stuff up, sometimes. I cannot see these guys at all. There's another area very similar to that in a couple maps that we'll see, actually. I'll probably be, almost certainly be playing it today, so. Oh god. But I don't know. I was bringing up Robert Yang earlier because I was watching one of his videos, and I think he was talking about the chapter in here's a chainsaw that I already have, called We've Got Hostiles in Half-Life 1, and there's an area with a fairly intricate vent system that's a little bit non-linear. In most areas you don't really need to go to. And he was just like absolutely losing his patience and like, oh, this is horrible design. You know, why would anyone do anything like this anymore? Everyone thought this was cool in the 90s. And I don't know, maybe my perspective is from somebody who's like, I have the perspective of somebody who's still playing Doom mods, so maybe I'm gonna have a different perspective, but oh my god. I kind of want to kill myself, I'm sorry. I didn't really think it was bad design. I thought it made sense in the context. It might not be like, you know, fun. It might be a little tedious, but like my impression of that kind of thing is you just have to figure out what the game is trying to do and go along with it. And if the game doesn't seem like it knows what it's trying to do, then that's one thing. Then that kind of sucks, you know. But if it seems to make sense, like, I don't understand why like this idea of modern design standards has become so dominant and so like everyone has to follow it, like very rubric sort of setup. And the reason why I like things like this sorry, I had to kill that. The reason why I like things like this is it doesn't follow that format like at all, and it's interesting, and people, whoever designed it, seemed to know what they were doing. So already that kind of, you know, challenges that like thesis that there is this universal idea of good and bad design, and that some things are good or bad design. I don't really think you can say that. And I hate it when other people try and make those declarations, because even when they are right, which, you know, oftentimes maybe they are right in one way or another, part of like understanding things on their own terms is being imaginative and seeing how, you know, the things that are being done, like the raw materials that are being used, how some of those ideas might be able to be applied to something else. And I think too many people look for this complete encapsulation of everything that they want, instead of trying to like take a lot of things at face value and try and, you know, have a different sort of experience that it might not necessarily be what you want, but maybe it is actually what you need. And that's the frustrating thing, and I don't know how to... People in games, a lot of people have their minds so set about that, and, you know, I've complained about the standards of the Doom community, but they're very... The standards of, like... when people adhere too strictly to standards, it makes boring things. Because it might help you understand basic quality, like what is good and what isn't, although I don't really think it does. I don't really feel like a lot of like the design lesson kind of stuff, like, I mean, but I'm a person who also doesn't really believe in music theory or any of that stuff either, so but people follow these formulas so aggressively, like especially in games, thinking that, you know, it'll achieve them success, when it's oftentimes the things that are the most kind of out of left field that end up being the most memorable. And I don't know, I feel like, would you rather make something that is fun but forgettable, or would you rather make something that is maybe less fun but more memorable? It seems like a no-brainer to me. Let's take care of these Bruiser brothers over here trying to walk up on me. Tiny switches. I love it whenever they do it. This is just a silly, like, extraneous detail, but Map 3 had this. This is all 3D bridges. This room is pretty silly. This room is kind of like extraneous. But I don't know, it's sending you on this weird path. Like, here's this weird tech area. It seems almost like, I think I said this in my video, like a map, like a beta map for the beta of Doom that's just kind of flat and mazy, and has all these weird tech textures here. Here's what it looks like on AutoMap, by the way. You can see, like, the, that's where, to the left is where I was. I don't know how to take it off of that follow mode thing. And you can see another little island to the right, where I warped to earlier, I think. So these are all just kind of standing, and that area above is where I was earlier. The area with not very many enemies in it. Okay, we're gonna run from these guys, because I don't really need to fight them. I can just walk into this shower right here. The hell shower, and then I'm out. And I have to deal with this asshole again. Oh my god. Oh god! Wow. I did not know a Archvile teleported in there. I honestly did not know that. Or maybe I just forgot about it. That's pretty bad. Once again, we're not gonna fight these guys. This is what the hell shower looks like, by the way. Just so you can appreciate it. I'll let these guys catch up to me a little bit. A little marathon here. Okay. Alright, you are not resurrecting enemies right now. Or you are, I guess. It's so hard to fight this guy off of a staircase. There aren't really many areas for cover, you just have to duck under. Makes him kind of unnecessarily difficult. Not the greatest place to fight an Archvile. Alright, but not the worst either, probably. I think there's some health over here. I hope so. Maybe not. Just more rockets. Yeah, I really screwed that up. Oh well. Well, it doesn't matter, because I'm going to use the... So now, once I go over here, we can see everyone's favorite Spider Mastermind. Oh. Or not. Yeah, it's really clever to use the tech textures all around and then to use the city here, because it kind of shows that the city is standing on top of something else, like it's fake. It's a fake city. Wow. I'm going to fall again. All right, let's just do this. There might be, like, health or something over on one of these. Okay, you can hear the Spider Mastermind, though. The one thing you guys are talking about Silent Hill, and Silent Hill 2, Silent Hill Homecoming. The thing I like about some of those older Silent Hill games is, A lot of people complain about the tank controls, and they are difficult. But they kind of add to the powerlessness of your characters. Like, you're not really supposed to fight. It's not really fun to fight. And you have to just, like, you know, shoot enemies like an excessive number of times. So something that is awkward and seems just a relic of, you know, ill-advised game design decisions, and maybe primitive technology, actually kind of makes sense when you think about what the game actually is. And I don't think people think about that kind of stuff enough. Alright, here we go. Let's not run out of invulnerability. I don't know if there was a BFG on this map or not. I don't think I've gotten one yet. I could totally just run okay, or I could do that. Wow. Alright, I'm just gonna run straight past this guy. And die right at the exit, wow. Alright. I mean, I think theoretically you could design the Silent Hill games like to have something better than the tank controls that worked a little bit better. I'm not going to say it's perfect, but it works well enough for what it is, and the sort of cult that people have created of this usability, like that usability is the most important thing. So I like this exit area, by the way. Okay, let's not die. Okay, we'll end with 1% health. Why not? So I missed several secrets. I have no idea what I missed. There's so many secrets in this friggin' set. I'm gonna have to go back and look for them at some point. Because there was that fairly involved secret at the beginning, but apparently that was only one of 3. If not more, maybe 2 of 6. Oh, I love this music. Okay, so now we're gonna start off with 1%. I survived the explosion of the falling transport. The last thing I saw was a silhouette of a dying man through those doors. Very worrisome. The pieces of the plane fell all over some city neighborhoods, partially turning them into ruins. As far as I can tell, these monsters have lived here for ages. I need to find a way out of here. Some of these are translated pretty poorly, but it's nice that they're there. It tells you that the story is very, very intentional. And this next map is by the same author, Nomad. It is sort of a, like, map 7. The tradition for Doom is that map 7 is, so you can see that, like, I'm in this cave. That's where I exited before. Map 7 is usually the quote-unquote dead simple kind of style maps. And this is sort of like that. It's a shorter map that has some of that stuff going on in it. Gives you a lot of ammo and things at the beginning. Unfortunately, 1% health is very bad to start off with, so we'll see how that pans out for me. I guess it'll just make it more challenging. The plasma is so freaking loud. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of that happening. I apologize in advance. These guys fire so damn fast. gonna assume that I killed that guy. I have to fight this the lame way. Otherwise, that's gonna happen. There's plenty of ammo. Plasma's objectively better than rockets, so it makes sense to use rockets here. Even though it is kind of funny to beat them at their own game, use their own materials against them. Alright. So that was a slightly boring fight. If I had more health, I might have fought them in a more fun to watch way. These guys fire so damn fast though, so it kind of makes it hard to just like run around and try not to get hit, but here's my only health so far. Let's go up this. So I think what we're supposed to do is do this. A lot of like platforming in this set. A little screwy, but I actually really like it. I don't know, I like movement-based stuff. I think it's just clever. It's a nice, like, use of space. Maybe it's a little awkward, but I don't know. Again, I'm not the person who's like, oh my god, this is bad design, let's throw it all out. I would rather have something that is not completely perfectly implemented than boring predictableness, which is what games in the game industry has sort of become, and that's part of the reason why I like indie games so much more. Okay, we're gonna do a thing. Yeah, that's right. Really needed that. Wonder if there's any, like, doesn't look like there's anything up there. Trying to like move creatively around, but I don't even think I can do that. No. All right. What was that switch back there? Oh god, I don't want to look at it. I'll go back later. Oh god. I forgot about those things. I never thought Silent Hill 4 was very popular, so that's interesting what you said about it being more popular where you are, Skybo. If Silent Hill 3 actually made sense, it might be my favorite one. I never got like super far into it though, but I really liked the setting and the main character. Oh god. Oh, nice. 2 birds with 1 stone. I should have saved that medkit over here. Like the beginning of Silent Hill 3, you're wandering through this mall and the enemies are all like way too fucking hard for you. and they're really scary. It's really actually really terrifying to me. Yeah, I guess the way that the character is kind of like just like a bratty girl or whatever, she doesn't really care about the monsters, is weird. But it's the same with like Silent Hill 2, when James is kind of like, well, gosh, golly, I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I think there's like one part in Silent Hill 3 where there's like a dissected dog on a table or something like that, and she says something really casual about it. I don't remember. I don't know, I feel like James in Silent Hill 2 was pretty gosh golly gee about everything. He's kind of like he's like David Lynch or somebody if some things in life didn't work out as well. Oh my god, this is a bad situation to be in. Yeah, that was not fun. There's a map, oh, these guys are actually kind of a problem, because they can get me trapped in an area pretty quickly, so let's move over here, where I know that they can't go. Down. Oh my god. I can at least, like, try and shoot at them from here. I don't really have the patience. Alright, we'll go down to 299 here and see if I can fight them normally from there. This level makes it hard to actually get the... I mean, the Berserk is sort of hidden, so... I don't know what it expects you to do otherwise. Okay, hopefully these Barons will take care of these guys. Or not. What's over here? Aha. I don't know what I just... Oh, my goodness. Okay, well, I have a little bit of this ammo, so... Oh, god damn it. Alright, we'll do that. God, these guys are such a bitch. I could have done with a little bit less of these guys. There's a map in Alien Vendetta, another Doom Megawad, called Bulls on Parade, and I feel like that should be the map for the name of the map for this. I'm happy you guys are talking about Silent Hill, because like I'm not really a true gamer, but one thing I do like is are the Silent Hill games, so Oh my god. I think I'm subconsciously, I don't want to go over there because of all these stupid... So I'm like preventing myself from doing it effectively. Like, horror games are one of the few places where you can do things that are surprising in like a mainstream commercial context and people will accept it. That's one thing I like about them, especially psychological horror, body horror, that kind of stuff. God damn it. I don't know if I've said this before, but John Romero used to have a military-grade Hummer with the license plate the BFG on it. At least when he lived in California, because I have seen said car before. I think I took a picture of it. But if I didn't, I will be very sad. I don't even care about those guys anymore. Fight you with the chain gun, I don't give a fuck, okay. His other car was like the license plate was like a reference to some programming, like to like the compiler on a C64. I don't remember exactly what it was. It was too obscure to remember, but yeah, trivia. Oh, okay. Here we go. So this map is called Pirates. You can see over there, this is like a little ship, a little dock or station or something. And I'm going to teleport over. You can see the ships over there. So we're most of the way through this map. I don't know where the secrets are. I'm so bad at finding the secrets. And then we really will be done with city maps, the whole city setting. Yeah. Romero is like... I mean, he just has a brand, I guess. I don't know. Like, he's been nice to me whenever I talk to him in person. Admittedly, I haven't had, long, detailed conversations with him about stuff, but I've talked to him a few times. The Kingdom? In the Kingdom. Oh, yeah, I've met Amon26. I didn't know he was still making stuff. He was like one of those early indie people who made a lot of stuff, but you haven't really, I mean, I'm Facebook friends with him, but I haven't really heard much from him. More doors that don't work, by the way. I'm in the, like, pirate ship right now or something. Oh, okay, this just sends me back. I like this light, by the way. There's nothing really in the darkness here, but it's still a cool... I see. So these doors were not working. He's like, so this is like the background for the end part of the game. It's kind of like previewing something that you're gonna see, I guess. And this is maybe the background now. I don't know actually. These are the different backgrounds. Yeah, this is one of the backgrounds too, I think, or part of it anyway. Yeah. So they're like paintings. It's a little silly, but kind of cool. This is a default texture in Doom, and I still have no idea what the fuck it's supposed to be. This hallway is so dark. I like the sky here, by the way. Some nice modern Doom WOD style details. I think what the lighting is what really like sets Doom mods apart from each other, because this is a kind of a normal. People do hallways that are detailed. Maybe this kind of detail, this like little rounded thing right here is a little maybe, and like the diamond light, that maybe like the combination of things here is a bit like too weird and too many moving parts for like a normal Doom modder, but the details, I don't know, it's kind of what makes this fun to go back and appreciate. But I do really feel like what distinguishes interesting Doom maps from each other is often the lighting and how much attention is put into it, because a lot of attention is put into it in this whole set, and it really shows. Yeah, I've been meaning to do like horror. I've been meaning to do more game stuff. It's just like I also have music going on. You know, I have issues with the games world, but I'm trying to go to school for it, and I definitely would want to make something in kind of a psychological horror vein. I was thinking of like, I've always had the idea to like do a game that's sort of inspired by Mario, but is a lot darker. Like, it has similar design ideas to like a Mario game, but a much darker theme and like implied narrative. Oh yeah, Jesus came back. Here's the Wolfenstein 3D doors, like made into a refrigerator. Doom furniture. So much Doom furniture in this set. A lot of people hate Doom furniture. This MIDI. Okay. Does something activate this, or is this some kind of secret? There's Jesus. Alright, let me go back here. I'm sure something else opened up that I didn't notice. Hit switch, go to next room. Oh, I think I... Did that switch? Yeah. Okay. Oh god. I'm glad that I killed him, because I really couldn't see. Nice. I don't know what I need this for, but I got a red key, so that's always useful. This is really a matter of like I can only see for a split second every second or so. Okay. Okay, this just goes back here. Okay, so I did need that. I really don't remember this map as well because I haven't played it more recently. The thing about this set, like, you know, somebody mentioned, I like going up and down the stairs like this. It's probably annoying to watch, but, like, when I played through this earlier, somebody mentioned Unloved, which is a Doom mod. And that's something that is more, like, explicitly psychological horror. But personally, like, for me, like, I love stuff that, chain gun is so loud. I love stuff that combines a lot of different ideas together, and isn't just about that. And that's what I like about this. There's so much else going on. There's weird Doom furniture. There's like puzzly levels. There's like, you know, weird exploration. There's a lot going on. Wow, that was stupid of me. I wouldn't say this map is like an opus. It's kind of a weird detour, but this set is filled with kind of weird detours, so it's definitely not as good as the previous map, but it's still kind of interesting though. Alright, here we got a spider mastermind. I'm not gonna mess with that guy. I don't have a partial invisibility thing where I can... There's probably a secret over there. Whatever, I'm not gonna bother with the spider mastermind. Oh my god. Alright, there we go. Oh! Here we are. Wow, that was a waste of my... Now this guy got resurrected. That's lame. Well, at least the Archvile isn't alive anymore. Now this is my favorite part of the map, this ending right here. Only one more enemy to fight. I wonder who that is. I could wander over and... I've only gotten one secret. Let's see if I can run past him and see what's over here. Nothing. Okay. Oh yeah, you can't get over there. Whoa. That's kind of weird. I'll let him kill me. Oh wow, this thing really does pause when you... Okay. Alright. But yeah, I love how you just walk out into this huge ocean here. And there's just this little island here. You can wander around a little bit. It ends at some point. Yeah, it warps you back here, which is kind of annoying. At least it's not too hard to get back here, though. Yeah, I do wonder if there's like a secret over here or something. Like these platforms have something. I think it'll just warp me over there. Bloodborne seems like the one of those games that would appeal to me the most. I mean, not necessarily in terms of setting, but I've just heard people say really good things about it. And that it's like easier to get into than the Dark Souls games. But I don't have a PS4, so. So the exit here is just in a pit. You just walk into a pit, and look at these TV screens here. This is just it's a really, I don't know, I like this. I don't even know, like, I totally forget about some of these details because there's just so much going on at once. Who would put, like, TV pillars out in the middle of the woods like this? Well, they would, because this is like, you know, it's like a psychological device here. Yeah, this is the end of the map. Just go into a pit. Yeah, I missed 2 secrets. Okay. So this might be the last map, and it probably will take me a while. This is a long map, so... The next map after that is pretty short, though, so... We'll see. I love this beginning. Yeah, you hit a button, and it just sends you down here, and... You don't even really know where you just were, because I can't go back to that area. It just immediately sends me here. You can see the damage. This author, Archie, this map is called Psychodelia. It starts off like weird, but not particularly crazy, outside of like, you know, weird details like this. But then it goes into crazy territory. This author is ended up doing more like slaughter maps, and he's kind of active on Doom World. He streams, and he speaks English, so I mean he's Russian, but also speaks English. But he doesn't seem to make a lot of the... Like, he has a couple more experimental atmospheric maps in Sacrament also, but he doesn't seem to do that so much anymore. So I don't know if he's disavowed that or just not interested in it as much. But I feel like there is a little bit of the sense, like, among some of the Russian designers that maybe they're like, you know, why are we making decisions that are so weird, like... Because, like, people, like, kind of look down on the Russian community a little bit, and some of those other offshoot communities, like, in Doom World, maybe there's a perception that, like, that, you know, they really aren't, like, that they really should do some of that stuff better, but... Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of Russian maps that I don't necessarily like think are very well executed, but in that way I would say this set is kind of an exception to that. But been meaning to play through some other Russian sets, like I'm on Ultraviolence. I've been meaning to play through some other Russian sets, like Bloody Steel by Big Memka. Oh dear, what is happening now? Oh god. This is like a normal person Doom map, or like a Doom community Doom map rather. Starting to get a little bit harder here. I like these. There's a lot of this in, what is it? Doom 1 map, episode 3 map 3. And I always really liked that kind of hallway stuff. Alright. I have not played much of Bloody Steel. This is MIDI. This is Orion by Metallica. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I don't know Metallica very well, other than that one documentary movie about them, which is hilarious. So that shows how much of a Metallica fan I am. I like laugh at some kind of monster. The thing that like I can't like I obviously don't read Russian, so I can't really read the Russian Doom forums, but I do get a sense that they think a lot about the atmosphere. They think a lot about how these like maps sort of fit a narrative. They think about how these things connect together. Like in the US, you know, if you want to be somebody who thinks about narrative, then you're probably going to design like you're going to go off and make an indie game, right? You're not going to stick around in the Doom community because there's so much of that stuff around, but maybe in Russia or Ukraine, you know, there isn't as much of that stuff. So, but there is a Doom community. So if you have those ideas, you can do that within that setup. I like this MIDI guitar here. Oh my god. Yeah, that's right. My mouse is... Oh my god. That was not the greatest fight in the world. I like how these things open up though. I've said this bears the hallmark of like, you know, modern Doom maps, and I think this is one map where you can really tell, where there's a lot of these details that are really, you know, a lot of like detail put into the lights, the way that things open up here, just a lot of extra details here, but the rooms are pretty square, like it looks like a Doom map. And there are a lot of modern maps that look more like this. I mean, I think this map goes more interesting territories, but this room is a pretty good example of something that you might be more likely to see in a standard, like, modern Doom map. Oh, I need health. Alright, well... As much as I love the MIDIs, I do like in Sacrament where they don't use MIDI music, they just use MP3s. I get kind of tired of the MIDIs after a while. Wow. I should not have gotten hurt there. So... arguably my favorite part of this map is coming up. This is again, like, other than this detail down here, it kind of looks like a standard Doom map. It is a little weird, like the way that you go from room to room is a little bit weird and off, but it definitely feels like a more standard, like, modern Doom tech-based kind of map in a lot of ways. This is where I'd pick up the super shotgun if I were... I don't want to get that visor there because it actually makes the next area look a lot less cool. I'm always a fan of like stacked crates that you can walk up, so I approve there. Oh my god. I forgot these guys teleport in. What's the point of this little lift thing, you ask? I don't really know. I could not tell you. I think this is supposed to be some sort of cargo area. Like, they actually think about... they tend to think about, you know, functionality of spaces, which is kind of weird for a Doom map, because, you know, in normal Doom... not a lot of attention is put into that, and the style of most like a lot of American European Doom maps. I mean, I'm like, there are a lot of different branches off, and it's not just about nationality or anything. That's where that is. I don't want to pick that up though. Shit. Well, I'll just wait until it fades out, so no big deal. Wish I had more health though. See, I tend to like the more abstract stuff, but I like that they're thinking about all those details in the environment. I wouldn't necessarily think about that, you know. Having environments that are kind of functional looking, it's partly inspired by the TNT, Final Doom TNT, which has a lot of that stuff, trying to make it into more of a story, you know, but it isn't really like what the established language for Doom mods is. I love this staircase here, by the way. And that's what makes it kind of interesting. I do tend to like the more abstract stuff. I don't necessarily think about the setting as much, but it does give the environment more of a feeling of depth, because here, like, you know, the environments are functional, but they're weird. Like, so they're thinking about not only making the environment seem like, this is a really weird detail here, but it's a cool detail. They're not only thinking about making the environments functional, but they're also thinking about kind of skewing it so things are slightly off too. So both of those things, they're thinking about both of those things at the same time, which is really cool. All right, now we can appreciate the next area. So this is similar to what we saw earlier, where you have to go on the right path. I can't see where all these guys are. It's easier with the visor, but it's a lot less cool, so. Nice. So fun. I have no idea where the fuck anyone is, but I bet I could accidentally frag myself by warping to an area I just shot my rocket at. Nice. I don't know. I'm the weird type of person that enjoys this, so. I'm sure most people would be like, what the fuck is going on? What most people find enjoyable, I don't tend to find enjoyable. I have like, I don't know. I feel like I have different tastes from a lot of people. I should think about just trying to proceed, maybe. Trying to go to where I need to go. I killed somebody, so I'm gonna save it. Nice. God damn it. I'm sure it makes it less fun to watch me struggle, but... Ah, my mouse. My mouse kind of went screwy. Alright, this guy is right here. I forget how to get to actually where... Oh. There we go. Alright. Jesus, okay. Well, I didn't kill everyone, but you get the idea. Now the MIDI is fading out. This is where I started. I have the yellow key now, and I can also open this up. I didn't actually need to fight those guys. It's nice that it gives you the option to just run away from them. I can't go here now. Okay, but I can activate this. I think I need to hit something. Very satisfying. Very satisfying indeed. And of course it hurts me. What if I had like no health there? That would be... that would suck. Huh. Oh, I forgot about that. I'm not sure what that activates. Oh, I think that activates that panel. A lot of moving parts here. Nope. This sends me back here, which I do not need to go back here. Oh, okay. Not the most intuitive. I think there's a path that's supposed to activate there. Okay, that might have actually opened up that panel that I was... Yes, okay. All right, finally. And now I can sort of see more in there, but wait, what the hell did that do? Oh my god. You know, I'm just playing this for the first time, I think. I would go along with it, but trying to remember all these parts makes it a little bit more like, what do I do? Alright, the only area that I haven't really been to, I would assume that this would open up, but I'm probably wrong. Oh, I can go up here. I just didn't know that. And I can do that. Let's not do that. Ah, very nice. Okay. Handled. I like these pipes here. It's a nice detail. There's a couple areas on map 10 that's like this, so the themes, like, I mean, you can definitely tell that they talked to each other when they were working on this, and you know, the different authors were like, okay, I'm doing a map that's sort of themed this way, and you see the guts right here, so I don't know if like somebody went through and modified this. Maybe somebody made changes to make them consistent, or oh my god, okay, this thing totally existed, and now this is finally open. I'm not sure, you know, who did that, but it works, and it's way more consistent, way more, you know, hinting at, you know, connected to each other than community maps usually are. So, here's an infamous lift that there's a lot of lifts like these in Doom. I like this one. Partly because I like these things. I love this texture here. Wow, I was doing so well. I was doing so well, and then I had to get hit. I mean, this map has been kind of, you know, inconsistent with the details. There's really cool stuff. This is really cool. You can see it's just a bunch of line defs of scrolling textures. They just made a new line, so it looks like this weird swirling portal. There's a lot of like hacky stuff that is done. But I actually really like the metal texture. I forget what the name of this texture is. It's something metal, but I like how it's used here because it's very sort of brutalist and barren here. It's really nice. Aren't there guys here? I think they... Oh, yeah. Then they teleport in. This door closes. I wasn't fast enough to get the secret. Let me see if I can... I want to see if I can get that secret. I think if I move fast enough, I can get it. Yeah, I definitely recommend Doom Builder. There are some, like, things that you have to learn that are a little, like, hacky, you know, like, it isn't, you know... I don't know, I guess it's the same with any, like, game engine, though. That's just kind of how it is. But if it takes you a little bit, don't worry about it. It took me a little bit to kind of pick stuff up. I'm still, like, haven't finished a map, so... I was planning on doing that before the end of the year. Now I don't have that much time, so, but I might try. I might still try and do that. Oh, did this close on me? Wow. I can't even go back there. Oh, no. Can't make that. Okay. Yeah, I really like this area. Very sparse detail, but it really works. I'll just keep killing you. Bastards. Alright. You see how this isn't on the auto map here? I'm totally not... This whole area is not on the auto map. It's kind of like... That area that I was in, that was the floor plan. That's, you know, that's where you're supposed to be. Here, though, it's like outside of that. I need to go back and... Makes it a little harder to figure out where you're going, but you don't have the luxury of using the auto map here. You just, it's a sector thing. You just select the sector, and I'm pretty sure you can enable it to not be on the auto map. I don't think it's hard to do at all. I think you just select it on the sector. That's the kind of thing that annoys some people. You know, like when you pick up the computer thing, power up, you're supposed to be able to see everything, but in this map, even if I picked up the computer, I wouldn't be able to see this area on the auto map. But for narrative reasons, like, you know, it's like in the game Thief and Thief 2, there's like, you know, you have maps that are just kind of sketched out that aren't really complete maps, and then there are areas that, you know, you don't know about that appear, and that's kind of a cool, like, it like says something narratively. Oh my god. Am I back here? Okay, I need to actually save when I go over to that platform. I'm glad those guys are shooting each other. I don't know where they are. I meant to. All right. Alright, we'll go back down here now. And is this actually gonna... Oh, god damn it. Wow. This is the problem with doing this kind of navigation. I'd be a little bit more careful if I were not streaming, I think. I didn't have a microphone in my face right now. Yay! This is where I needed to go. I love this area. This part does not show up on the auto map either. It's uncharted territory. Literally uncharted territory. Yeah, this part is why I always look forward to this map. I'm just a fan of this part. And we got ourselves a little puzzle here, so first let's take care of these guys. Had plenty of ammo to fight those guys, so no problem. Just figured it out. In Doom Builder, the hidden tag hides the line def in the auto map. Never bothered with that before, lol. Thanks. No problem. Yeah, it's really easy to miss some of that stuff. I love how the potions are in this. This blue track is really, I don't know, it's cool. So that activates this lift, and this lift is going to be at the center of me figuring out where I need to go. And this is a point of no return in this map, by the way. I'm not going back. I think I might actually warp back. No, I don't, because it's a clone of the area. So point of no returns are kind of frowned upon. I feel like a lot of people don't use it, but I like them when they're used correctly. And this is, one point where I'm stuck here now. I can't go back. The one thing I couldn't figure out when I first played this map that is a little bit like, I don't know if I would do this. I always like how they extend these out, by the way. Even if it's, doesn't go very far. The one thing that, I was like, was having a switch behind here. This little tiny switch. They do that a lot in this set, and I think it's a little bit much. But you need to do that to be able to get on here to get the red key, so. Something you might not know about. So this is, this moves this platform up more and more and more. So I want it to go up enough till I can get over there, but I also want to get a secret, so I'm going to move it up a couple more times. Oh, now see, I've been on it, so goes back down. It's like you have to crank it up or something. It takes a little while to figure this out. Because the switches, you kind of have to figure out. Everything in Doom is kind of environmental. It depends on how it's used by the designer. There tends to not be a solid, like, universal type design language for this game. Which means you kind of just have to figure out, what the designer wants you to do. Oh my god, no. I knew that was going to happen. Yeah, I like the red and blue markers there. That was a pretty cool use. Or the red marker. That's where I pick up the red key. That should be good. Just want to get this damn secret. There we go. Alright, now we can actually do what this game wants me to do. I'm partly keeping that partial invisibility there so I can tell where that platform is. The blur sphere. Oh my god. See, yeah. I should have cranked it up more. That should be good. There we go. And now we have our spider mastermind over there. And I'm trapped here now. I have to go this way. Given that I actually got to experience the coolness of these lights and all this nice stuff in this environment, now it's time to pick this up. Doesn't look quite as cool, admittedly. All my health bonuses, they're all gone. This is why I saved my blur sphere. Unwittingly. I didn't actually remember that. I remembered the spider mastermind, but I didn't remember the chain gunners. Yeah, you guys just keep fighting each other. Doesn't look what. See, this room is a testament to how much lighting makes a difference. Like, it seems completely different now. It's kind of a cool room, but it's not anything like super special or anything without the lighting effects on it. Hello, Archie. Oh. He can still hurt you even with the... Oh, that's weird. Well, we're gonna take the nuclear approach here. I remember there being a mystery switch somewhere here. Yep. You just have to shoot the guts, I guess. I guess that's the, like, you're shooting the skulls and you're shooting... I don't know. This area is reminiscent of some of those weird side areas in map 6 that we played through. So we're almost at the end of this map now. Probably after this map, I'll play one more. I'll play the one right after this, and then I'll be done. Oh, jeez. Was not paying attention. I really don't care about that guy. So we were here before, so I can't get there though. But it is putting me back to a previous area, I guess. Alright. Yeah, here I am in Gutsville again. Fun. sound that those guys make. Not quite as weird as the... So now I have the skull key and the... but now it's giving me 5 skull keys. What the hell? I said this before about the way that this set, like, just gives you excess keys because it's like a narrative thing. It's like it does away with the concept of keys. Well, not completely anyway. It's weird. Let's pick up all the keys. It really makes no difference. Map... What is it? Map 2 in Sacrament actually used the multiple skull keys of the same color. It had something scripted, and you got a secret if you picked up all of them. So that was a pretty cool use. And map 13 in Alt has an interesting use of multiple keys of the same color. It doesn't do anything special, but... Oh, this is a secret, apparently? I knew nothing about this secret. Oh, cool. Nice. I really like this area here. Totally extraneous, like, area. And cacodemons come out of there. I'm not gonna worry about fighting those guys. We're back here. What do I need to do back here? Okay, I guess I'll go down that. Okay. It doesn't warp me this time. So let's hit the switch before I... Oh, okay. Oh, God. Where is this archvile? Maybe I'm glad that I didn't kill that Baron. Not that he's doing anything. This archvile is boring me, so I'm just gonna fight him with that. Alright. Oh, okay. Again with the switches that don't work. 2 teleporters, neither of which do anything. This teleporter just activated this one to open, which is where the archvile came in. But it's a monster teleport, I can't do anything. So this switch was the only thing that mattered. This is a weird texturing choice here, by the way. Whatever. I don't really care about that kind of stuff. So what the hell opened up? Oh, so this appeared here. I like this, by the way. It's hard to miss something like this. It adds like it's just like, hey, here's a panel now. I don't know. That's a good use of a switch that just appears. It makes it very apparent. It puts it right in your line of sight. More excess backpacks, okay. Wow, apparently I did know about most of the secrets. Now I have to go back here again and fight another guy. And that's the actual exit. I thought there was another area of that map. I thought you like warped back to the beginning area at some point and there was like a clone of it. I must have remembered wrong. Okay, so I'm gonna do one more map. This next map is also by Archie and it's really short, so we can get to map 10. This is kind of like a more of a narrative map. I really like the things that were done with the sprites here. You'll see. I like this teleporter. That's a secret. It's a goofy secret. So this is called Freeze. I guess you're in a freezer. There are like these ghost versions of enemies here. And that's all you fight. At the beginning, anyway. All the doors, everything is this universally gray color. It's the magic of sprite replacement. See if it was easier to just change the RGB on all the textures, then it would be easy to make levels like this, but unfortunately in Doom you have to do this stuff manually, so... I like this throne area here, by the way. Who's hurting me? So specters already exist, but they had to make their own ghost versions of other enemies. We'll see the narrative sort of come back to this much, much later. It's really nice that this level is here, though, because it's nice to have a shorter level that's not as combat heavy, because the one before was kind of that way, and the ones that are coming after are kind of that way, and the ones before setting, like, it had some cool areas, definitely, but the regular part of it, the sort of brown and metal part, wasn't maybe quite as cool. So here's where we have to go. I like these scrolling textures here. Skybow, this level makes you feel like you're stuck in time or something. The enemies seem like shadows, and the gray makes me think that light itself is stopped. That's an interesting observation. There's the key, just sitting here in the corner. This map is pretty casual about, like, combat and other things. Typical game mechanic-y things. I do really like the way that this set mixes up the narrative maps with the more, like, longer combat, more combat-oriented maps. It's a nice mix. There's a set by Sverre Kvernmo. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Recently that came out that's all, like, mostly shorter maps. And that's kind of a cool... That one's explicitly narrative focused. Well, it's not all shorter maps, but mostly really short maps. And that's kind of a cool idea, and I'm sad that more people don't do that, because that kind of thing is what makes 32 levels actually doable. And I think it's nicer to break it into smaller chunks as I'm dying. I started this map out with like a bunch of health, and this is not a hard map either, so I'm kind of annoyed. I know there's guys on the side here. Yep. I don't know why I remember that specific part of this map. The fact that everything is so monochrome makes what, would maybe normally not be an incredibly unusual Doom map seem a lot different. I like that little stair. There's those stairs right there. That's nice. That's how you climb up things. You just make the sectors into, like, tiny stair sectors. Blue skull keys that do nothing. Oh, the alpha of the System Shock remake is free on Steam right now. I did not know that. Cool. I'm actually more interested in System Shock 1 than 2. Maybe just artistically, like another secret just in a really obvious kind of funny place. I like these. This is just two different line defs scrolling in two different directions. It's really easy to do this effect, but it's not a thing a lot of people think of. And this rounded thing is really nice. It makes this, it makes it look really interesting, even though it's still using the same tools that any other Doom mod uses. Oh, and now this is what it looks like in the non-gray version. We get to see the non-frozen in time. I feel kind of silly that I forgot about this part. Some of these TV screens are blown out. I mean, I remember this part. Why do I have so little health? I really fucked that up. This is my favorite area of this map right here. It reminds me of the movie Brazil. For all I know, it could even be a reference. I don't want to say why it reminds me of the movie Brazil, because that would spoil it. But the area in the movie Brazil that it reminds me of specifically relates to the brain and memories. And there are certainly some similarities in the movie Brazil to this. So I would not be surprised if it is a reference to that. Because that is the first thing that I thought of when I saw this room. Is Brazil worth a watch? Yeah. If for no other, like, Terry Gilliam movies are always good for... I'm just gonna kill myself, sorry. Terry Gilliam movies are always good if not for anything else but for the special effects. Like, the sets are all really amazing in Brazil. And the story is pretty good, too. Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna watch any Terry Gilliam movie, it's also very 1984 kind of setting, you know, always relevant, especially. We might be finding ourselves in a dystopia once again. God damn it. I'm always so reckless with that damn rocket launcher. Okay, cool. You're dead. Run right into a fireball. I'm sorry. Not a pro doomer. Alright. Oh. Not the exit. Actually, it is the exit, come to think of it. It just hasn't opened up yet. Oh my god. I don't want to start the next... I don't want to start the next map off with, like, no health, so... Oh, what the hell? This room. This is what reminds me of Brazil. Maybe I'll make that my YouTube preview image. Let's take a couple. Let's take a few just to make sure I got the lighting and everything right. All right. Like this large thing with the central platform. I don't know. Just watch that movie. And you'll see what I mean. Especially in light of what this... More freezer enemies here. Like this area's somewhere in between the thing that's frozen in time and not. The exit is this little platform that you walk up that's weirdly colored. I like that. I like in Doom you can make anything the exit. You can make it something you walk over, you can make it a door you open, you can make it anything. So I love messing around with the exits, like specifically like where and how you exit a level is really, I don't know, a really cool thing. And where and how you teleport to is a really cool way to play with like progression and narrative stuff, and that's a lot of Doom maps do that, and that's one of my favorite parts of Doom. Yep. That's where it all goes down. Alright, this is the last map I'm gonna play through, so all that's left to do is walk through this lovely exit. Thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. This ended up going like 2.5 hours, so that's really cool. I hope you enjoyed it. This video will be on YouTube. I'm trying to stream some this week just because it's the holidays and, you know, it's nice to have this stuff going on. It's the end of the year. It's nice to do things for the end of the year. I don't know. I always get weird around the holidays, and I'm not going anywhere this year, so maybe next. I don't know if I'll stream tomorrow. I'll probably try and stream tomorrow, but if I don't, you know, whatever. But I might switch and play some of the Japanese community project, because I had been starting to do that, and I still haven't uploaded the part 2 video to YouTube, but I'll do that. And yeah, so I'll probably take a break from this and do more of that, but just check out, Twitch has the video of this archived, and also on my YouTube channel, which is linked on my Twitter at Ellaguro, ELLAGURO. I have the first video of this, and you know, you can watch the this one as well. Will be on YouTube, so I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, I love this WoD, and I love talking about it. So, and you all were very active in the chat, and it was fun to read your conversation. So, have a good night, everyone, and I will see you probably tomorrow, if not tomorrow, maybe on Friday. But yeah, just check my Twitter. It should be around this time, like 6 p.m. PST, 9 p.m. Eastern, something like that. So, okay, goodbye.